Good afternoon. This video is to teach you how to make new themes in OpenLP. What we're going to do is we're actually just going to copy an existing theme and edit that. So we're just going to start with, let's just start with Parchment Dark Georgia 1. And we'll just say right click and copy theme. And let's just call this one Water. We'll call it Water Georgia 1. We don't know if we'll use Georgia. Georgia is the font, so we'll start there. It'll take a few seconds to actually generate the theme. And there we are, Water Georgia 1. And then we'll say Edit Theme. Background type, we're going to say Image. Now it's going to default to the folder for this theme, but what we're going to do is redirect it to Dropbox, to Music Ministry. Then we're going to go to Overheads, Photos, Dance Backgrounds, and 16 by 9. 16 by 9 is the aspect ratio, so this would fit screens that are 1600 by 900 pixels and anything else that's an extrapolation of that. Okay, so that gives us a good water picture. And what you want to do is just kind of squint at the picture and see, is this vaguely all one value or does it have multiple? So like this one, we know we can use a good dark font on it. That one's pretty great, 9377. That one's also pretty great, 9321. So some of these, when I put them in here, I thought they would be good, but I don't know if they would be good. And that doesn't mean that they couldn't be tweaked to be good, but it just means that you want to make sure that your fonts really stand out, that they're readable. That's our primary thing, is am I making this readable and undistracting? That one's pretty great. I love that one, but I don't think it would be readable. Now that one would be quite readable. Let's go ahead and try, what's that, 3630? Let's just go with this one. That's probably water, right? Okay, we'll just stick with Georgia and we'll just keep all the numbers the same. So far those seem to work pretty well. Continue. And so then it will give us a preview. That's not going to be very readable. So we're going to go back. We're going to change that's for the footer. So we're going to change the color of the font to white. And we're going to change shadow to black. Okay, that one should be pretty readable. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to edit the announcements, copy theme. Unfortunately, what works for announcements well doesn't work for song lyrics well, and vice versa. Edit theme. Sorry, what I'm looking for is a recent folders option, which I thought for sure I had. There we are, recent There we go. And usually it defaults right back. Sorry, that's just a utility I have on the Mac. You won't necessarily be able to count on that on your computer, Mac or Windows. Okay, shadow, next, next, next. Continue. So I'm not sure why that font is so tiny, but that's a problem. Also, we're going to change this. This is just the footer. It's not necessarily as important. The main area, 40 points. That's completely ridiculous. 48. Okay, that looks better. Done. Sometimes it'll take you a second before it actually saves. Okay. Next one, scripture, copy theme. We'll actually spell it right this time. Okay, water, Georgia, scripture, edit theme. And we're going to make sure we change the color of the shadow. Okay, continue, continue, continue. Done. Okay, now it's very so what we're going to do for this service, we'll change this service to Water Georgia 1. We'll change the scriptures to Water Georgia 1 scripture. I only see one scripture there. And then we'll change the announcements. Water Georgia 1 announce. I'm not saying this is the best way to name these, but it is a simple, straightforward, consistent, predictable way. Okay. Save your work. Now what we're going to do is, I don't know if we can, no, you can't export 3 at once. But we will export all 3 of these. And we'll export them to the themes folder. You can either do it as right-click and export theme, or you can use the little icon there. And so this ensures that when we go to the desktop machine at church, we'll be able to import it. Now usually we'll have to do a few tweaks because it's just going to be a little laid out wrong. So, okay. So here's the issue. Hymn offertory. So the offertory is the church's one foundation. So we need a scripture for the offertory. But that you've already seen how to do that, and this was just about doing themes. All right, thank you.